Alright guys, welcome back. As per our tradition at this point, who wants to start us off with a little recap?
I could.
Kick it.
Yeah, so
Could, I
last
didn't say I
time...
would.
Yeah. Last time we were starting our journey in the sewers, being led there by Zik, and having him guide us even further using his smart nose. Once we did find the prisoner's location, Yeskobi used Mage Hand to make a hole in the ceiling, the dissolving powder. Then Edgar used telepathy to speak to the prisoner, who was a little reluctant to go. Had some unfinished business with the guards, maybe. While we were on our way out, we saw the big ooze known as the Cleaner come around the corner, looking to treat us like a meal, but Yeskobi polymorphed him immediately into a rat.
Fucking clutch.
Ensured by his vision. It's important. We made it a bit further. A slug tried to eat the rat, which then erupted in its belly, and it showed up again. But after not really being able to get anybody, with silvery barbs doing its thing, it subsided into the waters. Yada yada, we make it back to the ladder. When Zik noticed guards looking for us above, we were maybe considering some other options, but then Edgar gave Akuma greater invisibility, which made him teleport out and go crazy. After that, O'Shea punched open the grate and leapt out, ready to defend himself. Zik got out and immediately pleaded for help. And then they attacked him, so fuck them.
If they were still alive, they would have learned.
Yeah, they would learn not to cut Zik, because that has apparently very bad consequences. He transformed into a bloodthirsty, larger form. Edgar and Yeskobi also exited, looking to make a quieter in a getaway, but the guards weren't really letting them go. And that was their mistake, as they got fireballed and stabbed.
Yep.
Repeatedly.
Yeah. And, we finished them off pretty well. And at that, we fled the scene, not noticing a shadowy figure watching us. That's about it.
I think that's pretty much covers it.
I don't think
Also,
you missed anything.
something I just thought about now, and feel free to say yay or nay, but I vote that in the future, when we do recaps, you do a recap from your character's perspective in their voice. Little captain's log of.
Oh, I
each and
see.
every
It's
one.
just a challenge for me. I get it.
Yes, it's especially
O'Shea
a
becomes
challenge.
a challenge for us to understand what he's saying.
Yeah. Bit of both.
So we busted out the prisoner, and we got him back. He wasn't happy about it. Until Edgar made him invisible, and then he went on a killing spree. We went and we fought the Krins guards. I didn't like that, but you do what you gotta do. Then we bust them up and left.
Bust him up. Beautiful. Beautifully done. 10 out of 10.
Indeed you did.
Hmm.
Indeed you did. Let's go back to the scene of the murder.
Just gotta unpause the game.
What murder? It was self-defense.
Yeah, I was trying to run away.
What? That is
I didn't fight back until I was struck.
That's
And then you very much fought back.
Well,
Okay. Let me just get a few things situated.
sure.
Gonna
Just hit
set
space
everybody
whenever you're ready to start. Ah, there we go.
up. Okay. Your token a little closer, signaling that the crew is now together.
The crew has been assembled.
After you, in what was the early beginning of the night, freed the prisoner, what would be your next target, your next endeavor?
Imagine we should return to our mutual friends and report the good news. And then get some sleep.
But we should also be careful about it, and the guards will be on alert. So quickly, but quietly.
Before you take me anywhere, you're going to tell me, who is this friend of yours you keep speaking of?
You know, part of the resistance. I mean, I think we's just joining. Some of us, anyway. You're supposed to be this big hotshot in their ranks. You tell us.
He considers this for a second, and internally decides, okay, play along for a little bit. Yes, I certainly am. Just wanted to see what kind of information they're giving the recruits these days. What it's worth, could have gone far worse. It appears the Resistance still has some talent within it after all. Very well. You have brought me back my sword, and will come with you. My taste for blood has been sated. For now.
Alright. You guys will make your way back towards one of the lower districts of Rushside. Since you guys are trying to go fast but sneaky, I will need everybody to give me a stealth check. And pray that those of you that aren't good at it roll good.
You said it is still
Unlikely.
it is still nighttime right now?
Night is, for whatever passes for night in this place, it's falling, yeah.
Okay.
Was it a straight check?
Unless you've got something to make it happen.
Maybe for you.
Hopefully we can even out some of these scores. Okay, I'd say that's pretty good.
Okay, because here's how we're gonna break it down. There's two of you that definitely rolled far above the others.
Yeah, 30.
O'Shea is kind of managing himself, and Yaskobi and Zik is kind of a struggle. So if the ones that rolled better can give me an idea of how they're helping the other ones, at least maybe avoid areas of traffic or whatever, come up with your own ideas. If you can help rationalize to me how you guys are keeping the party hidden, then I will let you share the burden of stealth.
Well, before you do that, I think after a few minutes of walking, Zik realizes he's not holding his pry bar. He's holding some man's arm with bites taken out of it, and he just screams and throws it into an alleyway.
Oh, Christ.
Excellent choice, Zik. Do not bring evidence of a crime with you. Now, you must be quiet. You must not be afraid, either of you. Especially for Zik. Egro, go over and cast a spell.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No longer frightened, at least.
Steal the nerves a little bit. That's good. That's always good.
You can do this. We've done the hard part. We just have to get back without drawing too much attention, so...
As we're walking around, I guess I'm getting a bit of a... Like, are there still people walking through the streets?
This city is busy 24/7. Some areas more than others, but you're definitely going to see some night owls crawling about, stores that are open day in, day out. The absence of a natural day-night cycle has really messed up the people's ability to come up with a bit of a circadian rhythm. The city has been in the shadow for long enough to say that at this point, people are awake when they're awake and they're asleep when they're asleep.
Okay. And Yaskobi, so he rolled an 8. What does his stealth look like? 'Cause I'm trying to think of a way to help him, but I want to see what I'm working with here.
I'm probably just walking along nonchalantly, coughing and sneezing and just not getting the vibe at all.
Nonchalantly, are you whistling?
Not quite that much. But yeah,
I think he's trying so hard to be nonchalant that it circles back into being kind of fake.
He's so nonchalant that he's chalant.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm
Exactly.
being stealthy by announcing that I'm being stealthy.
Nothing to see here.
It's like, look at me, I'm being super sneaky, yes?
I'm the sneakiest man around. Yes. I mean... There's not a whole lot I could do for him, frankly. No, there's nothing. If anything, I'm gonna sit back in the shadows a little bit and just maybe keep an eye on him slightly more afar. It might be one of those scenarios where the rest of us can hide better because we have what appears to be a fairly standard-looking old man making a ruckus throughout the city.
He's just making old man noises.
That's it, exactly. It's like he's
Yeah.
not meant to be
Just
stealthy.
walking around going,
He's the most natural looking amongst the people here. So if anything else, I'm going to use him as an advantage to kind of pry attention away from the rest of us.
Out of everyone in that group, he's certainly the one with the least blood on his clothes.
Also
Hey. Well, I'm definitely going to change that because the other thing I was going to do is sort of in my bag, I pull out a set of clothes and I just sort of like throw them over Zik. And then I hand him my bag and just be like, I am going to tell you where to go and you are going to listen. And then hopefully no one will notice that you're anything more than just a servant.
okay.
Good. And then with a couple minutes of his disguise kit, he's going to clean up his face, take off his bloody bandage, and say a magic word, and his clothes will look very regal again, and certainly not bloodstained at all.
that's nice. That's nice of him.
Excellent.
And I guess,
In his mind, Zik will get instructions on how to follow Edgar without actually seeing Edgar, because he's covered in stuff.
And he'll do his best.
fair enough.
Bumping into the odd barrel here and there.
Yeah. If anything, I'd like to try to make a perception check to see if we, basically see who's looking at us, or specifically looking at Zix and, Yaskobi, seeing if we have
Sure, by
any
all
spies.
means, go ahead.
Yeah. Perfect way to hide is in plain sight.
Sometimes it is, sometimes not so much.
Blackjack.
21. Well, I mean, there's definitely something a little eye-catching about Jacob and his current company. Although it's true that O'Shea is also trying to be a little sneaky, he's certainly not succeeding to the same extent that you and Edgar are pulling off.
Mm-hmm.
But you see eyes being drawn your way, but no one seems overly suspicious that something's afoot. It's more just people that have fallen into certain habits.
Oh,
They'll,
what?
they'll get bothered when they see people that is just like, I've been walking this street up and down all week, and it's the first time I see you in this area, and
That's
I've seen
it.
you twice. did in the past couple hours, kind of thing. So
Yeah.
What's you got a problem with me in your neighborhood? Oh, go get back to Cheapside, huh?
Oh, Christ.
Rush siders.
okay, let's have someone roll a d20 real quick.
Got there.
I rolled for O'Shea, so someone's gonna have to roll for me.
Oh, okay.
I had his token selected by mistake.
Well, Louis, you crit failed.
Yeah, you rolled a 1.
Well, I guess that plays into your favor because all of the people who should have been noticing noticed nothing.
Yay.
Oh, nice.
Goody.
You guys make your way back. Is it this one? It's this. You guys make your way back to the alleyway. Let's remove all of these. This time, you can put your tokens at the bottom.
Gotcha.
I'll buy you some monster.
Why? That's weird.
I think it's random.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not a perfect system. Like, same thing with Zach. Sometimes he's homeless, sometimes he's not.
That's what everyone thinks.
Exactly. That's my trick. I'm always homeless.
I never had a home.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? You guys remember where the entrance was?
Yes.
And just confirming, this is like the red light district, basically.
You're in pretty much.
Forward.
You're in one of the lower
think so.
quarters of Rushside, which Rushside in general is usually known for like bankers, general other aristocrats that are just like dealing in small trades.
Oh, I
A
fit
few-
in here.
A
Perfect.
few finer levels of artisanry, like jewelry,
Oh.
high quality clothes making. The area
Okay.
you're in would be like the lower scale of living spaces. So a lot of the stores and establishments around you would be more fitted to like satisfy general demand, like furniture, food, and the likes.
Okay.
Always in the Colosseum with the bourgeoisie.
Yeah, exactly.
This is where consent is manufactured.
Sick.
It's a nice
Forward
way
10
to put
feet.
it.
Yes. That way. Good sick. Good sick.
I'll
Now
take
watch out a little bit to your left, and then up the stairs.
take one last look around, just to make sure we weren't tailed.
Give me a perception check.
Sure. Not as good this time.
You see, if you were tailed, if someone's tailing you, you don't see them. You do
That's
notice
sure.
what you would recognize to be lookouts. But lookouts are very common in all forms of, how can I put this, below the table dealings.
Mm-hmm.
It might have nothing to do with where you guys are going or what's happening here. It could
Yeah.
just be other shady people doing shady shit.
Hey, keep up there, pretty fella. We don't come back with you, we look like bums.
Oh, yes. Can't have that, can we?
Zig almost tripped on the last step. Almost.
Well done, Zig. Give me those. Just sort of stuff them back in my bag. None of us, well, no one but us could have ever thought you a murderous beast.
Indeed.
Although I will say, Zig, you did very well. Very well.
Yeah, what's the deal with that? Do you remember what went down there?
We won?
Oh, it doesn't sound
Question
like
mark?
it. Yeah, you could call it that.
Yes. Your bloodlust was inspiring.
I'll never forget the screams, but yeah, I guess we won.
I'll never forget the screams.
While they're congratulating Zik on that, I will go over and do the secret knock.
Before you even get the chance to knock once, you hear the metal slide open and the door opens.
Very good. Quickly, come inside.
Yeah, eager to get away from all the people, Zik immediately goes to the door.
Alright. Taking one last look around. Go in as well. With a hand on the hilt of my blade. Still getting used to the feel of it.
And you guys make your way to the resistance base.
From the top.
Yep, from the top. Top left. Commander Jashin seems to be in the middle of pointing his men around.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go
Hello,
report your
hello.
success.
What are you waiting for? I figured you'd be happy to see your friends again.
Here you go, using that word again.
Look at what we got for you.
Jashin
Da, da, da.
finishes his sentence and turns around to see that you guys actually succeeded. The shock on his face is palpable as he was evidently convinced you guys would fail.
Like pointing my arms at him. Da, da.
In quite an excited pace, he makes his way towards you, Dan. The guy is easily a head above you at this point. He's a tall fella.
Mhm.
And excitedly, he lets out Ash and he pulls you in close. I haven't seen you in so long. I'm so glad you're alive.
As he pulls me in, I instinctively go for the sword, but this guy's too big and he catches me before I have the chance to do it. Oh, yes, it is also good to see you, friend.
He looks at you a little confused. And then the look on his face kind of shows that he can tell something is wrong. But he's gonna play along.
My apologies. My time in the prison was uncomfortable.
I bet it was. Let me finish with my men over here. Make yourselves at home. We have much to discuss, I suppose. So he goes over back to his people and he finishes giving out random various orders, sending some people in that neighborhood, some other people in that neighborhood. Some informants have gone missing. And very shortly after, a bunch of these will make their way out. Some others will go back to their posts.
As this is happening, I'll turn to the one person who hasn't seemed to have made themselves comfortable yet. Ascoby. Well, what of you, old man? You're not celebrating being back amongst your friends.
I don't know that I'd call people I met a matter of hours ago friends. This is all very new to me.
Indeed.
I suppose this segues nicely into a question I have for all of you. I imagine some of you, this was the first time that you actually killed someone, yes?
Yeah, Akamo's never killed anyone before.
No, Akuma never. I'm more thinking about Yaskobi.
I mean,
Good point, huh?
I've spent my life in the high society of a society of megalomaniac wizards, so I don't know that necessarily I haven't killed anyone before. It's definitely not something I'm like a pro at, but I don't know
Does
that
it
I'd say it
weigh
never
on you at
happened.
all? You
Uh,
had your play into some people's death? Some people that were only doing their job, mind you.
not particularly, because as a divination wizard, I've long since come to terms with the fact that I'm not in control. None of us are in control of our destinies. Whatever happens is ordained to do so, and I'm just privileged to get a sneak peek once in a while.
Sad. I also feel like being a high wizard of the Netherese Society, you probably saw some pretty unscrupulous shit back in the
Yeah.
day. And if anything, you probably caused some unscrupulous stuff.
Yeah, like I play the the everyone's favorite grandpa as my personality, but it's like comparison here. I don't know. It's like it's like saying any Targaryen hasn't done some fucked up shit. Like of course they have.
Palpatine waiting
Targaryens.
to take the mask off.
That's
Yeah,
it.
and especially since I have that kind of like, well, regardless of what I think, this is what's going to happen because the fates have kind of led us down that path. So I have a pretty detached kind of stance from the fate of others. Not that I don't care, like that's why I'm here, but I'm more here because I believe the fates guided me here through my premonitions, not because necessarily of some altruistic reason.
You were a part to play in the plan. That's all it
Yep.
was.
I recognize I'm just a cog. I'm just a cog with a little bit of self-awareness.
Edgar and Zik, what about the two of you?
Yeah, it's true.
Zik, would you have killed?
Zig's never killed him.
Okay, cool.
Zok, maybe, but not Zig.
Edgar's probably killed.
Out of self-defense or for the
Self-de-
thrill of the hunt?
Oh, definitely not the thrill of the hunt. But Edgar is opportunistic. So if he saw an easy mark, he would certainly
There's
have...
to be made.
an easy mark. Someone who might stand in his way later, but he has a good shot at them now.
Out of convenience.
And, when you're hungry and you need to steal to eat, and sometimes you have to kill. So it's probably not something he's done very often, but it's certainly something he's come to terms with.
I feel like he's one of those guys to get other people to do that kind of stuff for him.
If he can.
Yeah, more so than not.
Doesn't mean he doesn't know how to get his hands dirty.
No, exactly.
O'Shea, I know things get rather messy around you quite often. Would you shy away from taking a life? Or is it something you seek?
O'Shea stalks the night, keeping people safe, and he does so by a code.
Oh, fuck.
Anybody who crosses him dies. No. No, but some...
Full stop.
Damn Thomas Wayne.
Yeah. But some crime can only be cleaned by being totally snuffed out. Yeah, he's probably killed.
Beautiful. Not long after ordering his men, Jashin will pick up another bottle of wine from one of his cabinets. Drop it next to Zik because he knows that he likes to make himself useful.
Yeah. And he will.
And then you'll ask, so, how'd it go?
Mostly good. Till we had to kill about a dozen people, but better them than us.
Did anybody see you deal with those people?
None who were alive to tell the tale.
None that we know of. At least all the guards that we fought made sure where they died.
Yeah, I didn't see nobody.
Okay.
This town's got a lot of eyes. No way to know that no one saw us.
No, if anything, it's safer to assume someone did. What you have to really worry about is whether or not they'll do something about it or not. Depending on... he kind of side-eyes O'Shea a little bit. Depending on the guards you took out, some people would be more than happy to see a couple less of them.
They were mostly Krinth, if that's what you mean.
Their words, not mine.
That being said, there is one, at least, who knows of my existence. One,
Oh, there's a lot more than one now.
fortunately so. But this one, I have a score to settle with. Human, by the looks of things. Young, brash, overconfident. It's the one who took me in.
Probably some noble's son. I will help you kill him. I'm a man of my word.
I forget. Did I ever get his name? Or moniker or anything?
He did. He did slip out his name.
Did. Dan doesn't remember. Does Akuma remember?
Give me a history check.
Oh, okay. Come on, buddy. 11. Can I get his first name?
11. I'll give you that he called himself a bounty hunter.
Hmm.
And you vaguely remember the consonants of his first name. Doe something.
Pyo?
Is it maybe better that you don't remember? Just like, who are you?
No, I do. I have the sheet open right here.
No, I mean Akuma.
I think what makes it difficult to remember for Akuma is that he was probably stewing in a jail cell for a couple hours. I don't know if you really get hungry, but you were certainly disoriented.
Yeah, kind of more just, he was distracted by the lack of voices in his head, frankly.
Still quite a bit to adjust to.
He's still working on that. I forget the boy's name. He was a bounty hunter of some sorts. But the guards didn't seem to have much respect for him. All I know is that he
Bounty
knows
hunter.
of me. Might know. Well, he knew that we were after him. And I'm not one to leave a job half-finished.
Well, you did mention quite a few times that there was this boy who has been a pain in your side for quite a while.
With how well this one used his blade, I'd be surprised that many would last very long, being a pain to him.
Do not mistake the weak for the helpless. He's weak, but he's not helpless. If anything, he's learned a very peculiar set of skills that makes him it makes him being good at being an annoyance, but bad at just about everything else.
I don't care who it is we're talking about. I'm more so impressed with the, I'll say, killing potential of your friend here. We'll sort of wave a thumb over towards Akuma. I see now why you needed us to get him out.
Yeah. Not many like him can take on a fair fight and still come out on top. quite splendid to watch, if you ask me. And then he'll pull his coat and shirt slightly to the side, revealing the top part of a large scar. It's also quite painful when you're on the receiving end. But we make do.
He'll smile a little bit.
Okay. Now I guess that handles the first part of your assignment. I remember you guys telling me that you had been given other directives. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he helping us with that?
I did say I would if you freed my friend, and you did. So, ask away. What do you need?
Scobie, you know our target the best.
Yes. I mean, not the most unique individual, a powerful wizard, although don't lack in those. Definitely a bit of a... I like to push the envelope. Known to be an associate of Cassis, which makes him all the more dangerous.
You have a name for that man?
Yes, if my old mind doesn't betray me, I believe it was Larlock.
Oh. I see you guys were given a very... Oh boy, and he puts his hand over his face a little bit. Oh, you guys are in for a ride. Darling Larlock Peculiar is like... I don't even know where to begin. But if it must be done, it must be done. What were you asked to do with Larlock, exactly?
Figure out why he left home or some such. And just, in general, find him and figure out what he's up to.
Fair enough. At least he's not throwing you off the deep end right away. And then you'll turn around behind him and you'll call over one of his colleagues that was over there. He's gonna whisper something in her ear and she'll take off right away. Okay. Here's what I offer. For now, at least. I'm sure most of you would like to get a bit of rest, maybe some food.
Oh, most definitely.
I'm gonna send a scout to his last known house. And if the coast is clear, I'll give you guys indication as to where to find it. And maybe a couple extra precautions to take. And then you can be on your way, and we can all pretend like this never happened.
What if we don't want that? To just part ways?
Oh, trust me, if you guys are on a goose chase about Larlock, you guys are gonna be busy for the foreseeable future. We'll be running into each other, and I'll still help you guys how I can. But it's best if we're not seen too often together in public. Let's put it that way.
I doubt you're often seen in public at all.
With the price on my head, I choose my appearances. Thank you very much.
Not to get too far off topic. What of me and the boy?
The boy will throw himself at you whether you like it or not.
He's right, you know.
If he's a bounty hunter, it's just a matter of waiting for him to find you.
If he's the man I think he is, you're one of his first prey to actually slip. He's not gonna be happy about that.
Maybe a question for these ones. More so, they're not used to so much living a double life. What advice can you give for slipping past the guards and not ending up with a very noticeable face on a wanted poster.
Avoid being seen doing stupid stuff. If you're seen doing stupid stuff, buy or kill your way into people's silence. If you want to instigate stuff, make sure you're in the shadows. It's easier to tell people what to think if they think the idea was their own. Preserve appearances when you can. If you have engagements, honor them for as long as you can. Make sure that the double life happens when no one is looking, when no one should be looking. The reason a lot of the good people of the Resistance are getting jailed is because they're deviating beyond their purview. And the guards have taken a liking to people who've been acting suspiciously. Protective custody, they call it. Profiling is what I call it. The fact of the matter is, it worked often enough to say that they're justified in what they're doing. So the more normal you can appear to act when you're out and about, the better. If there's one thing I can be grateful for, is that the guards don't seem to communicate between each other very much. It seems there's infighting even between them. Not so much as that what needs to be done, but who's gonna come out on top of it all.
Any particular groups that are known not to get along? Perhaps squabble openly?
There's a bit of a hierarchy between the people, and that hierarchy is basically symmetrical when it comes to the guards. The guards operating in the lower area of town are usually the ones seeking the glory, because the ones operating in the upper area of town have never seen a drop of blood in their lives, yet they get the big check at the end of the week. Everybody wants to see everybody fail, but only so far is the city still safe in the end. There is one group, though. And it's interesting that Larlock is your target. He hired a bunch of his personal goons to act as a bit as a personal security force.
So have we.
Weird. What's that?
We have our own personal security force, don't you see? And sort of gestured at O'Shea.
As much as I am sure he is a capable fighter, they dwarf you guys in numbers. Some of them are powerful warriors, some powerful wizards, most in really ambiguous mix of both. Makes dealing with them difficult, because they're never at a disadvantage.
Except this time they are. You said that they don't often communicate between each other, correct?
The factions of guards don't. These private mercenaries do. Which is another thing that makes them peculiarly dangerous. They have one job and one job only, and it's to keep one man alive. It makes their job a lot easier. And because the man gives the coin, it also gives them very good incentive.
These mercenaries, they adhere to the rules of the guard.
If they have to, yes. But beyond
Yes.
that, if no guards are to be found, expect anything and everything. They've been known to cause excessive amounts of damage for single targets.
Well, if you're looking for a way in, as we've seen with this group already, the best way to hide is in plain sight. We have... Alright, Jacoby.
Yes. Just a bit of a tickle in my throat.
Indeed. Keep it to yourself next time. As I was saying, we have one of their breed amongst us. O'Shea, was it? It does not matter. We have one of them. We need as a disguise. Have him look like a god. Get their attention. Gain their trust. Create an opening. Give me the small one. You can take care of whatever's inside there.
You looking to go back to Sunless already? There's nothing for you there.
Not but the head of a bounty hunter. No.
Who
there's
might
more.
not even be there. He might have left the building when you found out you were gone. This guy is not tech. Something happened to you. I don't know what, but I'll find out someday. But let me refresh your memory, if you will. Doran is not a member of the guards. He's a freelancer, does whatever he wants. The only reason he was at the Bastion to begin with is because he brought him in. He brought you in. And because of who his father is.
His father?
I told you, some rich noble's pup.
Refresh my memory, then.
His father is basically the right-hand man to one of the princes.
Is that so?
The princes are rarely seen outside of the palace. Which is why they usually send their trusted advisors to do the dirty work.
Very well. I still think my plan can go into fruition. This lot requires some form of subtlety. Dealing with a rogue wizard, one associated with Karsus. We have one of the Crinth, I believe, called. Simply need to get some armor for him. Have him look the part. Create a distraction. We deal with this wizard. Your mission was assassination, was it not?
I don't believe we were actually told to kill him. More so, just figure out what he's been doing.
Yes.
Personally, one more rogue wizard on the dead pile would not make me too sad, although it might draw undue attention.
Let me just put it this way. Your little Krenth act would work well if you were trying to what's the word? To infiltrate some of the guard regiments of the lower city. But as soon as you head outside to some of the other districts, that plan falls apart really quickly because the Krenth start forming a more minor part of the guard. Usually more just men-at-arms to hold post.
It's not a problem. I just won't be seen.
It's an idea to keep on the back burner if you think you need it. I don't think you'll be needing it today. Or tomorrow, for that matter.
Then I assume you have your own plan.
My own plan is to get enough people to wake up so that we can actually have foot to negotiate with Lord Shadow on equal grounds.
You'd need everyone on the city except him on your side to do that. Oh, don't consider me an unbeliever. I would love to see him struck down a peg. But I'm also realistic.
There is someone else we could try to convince. It doesn't sound like your guys are going to be wanting to talk to him.
Oh, I love talking. It's my favorite thing to do, apart from drinking other people's wine. With that, he'll take a long sip.
If we can sway Karsus into putting pressure on Lord Shadow to return us to the actual world, then there's very little Lord Shadow will be able to do to resist it. Karsus is powerful enough on his own to bring the city back. He chooses not to out of respect for Lord Shadow.
Do you mean to say you have a direct line to Karsus?
No, but finding such a line is part of why I'm here. It's what I've been working on the hardest since Karsus was seen in town. Lots of my other projects have been on the back burner since he was told to be here.
See. Then yes, I agree. This might be our best course of action.
Fair enough. I'll see what I can do about scouting ahead, helping you guys look for Lorlock.
Yes, please.
And I'll just keep working on whatever I was working on. It's nothing short of a miracle if it works, but who knows?
Miracles are all we can hope for. Are you willing to share?
Share a miracle.
No. You talk about trying to convince people. I find it very often helpful to provide them hope. Something other than their day-to-day dread. So what is it you're working on?
We're trying to force Karsus into a public appearance.
Friendly or unfriendly?
That'll be for the people to decide.
No, do you wish for him to becoming angry or not? Not what the people want. What do you want? What position do you want Karsus to think he's in?
The last thing I need is for Karsus to be scared. Because if half of his power is true, he could disintegrate this city at the snap of his fingers.
Then you want a friendly interaction.
Would be the best, I think.
Next question. Do you have any idea what he wants?
No one seems too sure of why he's in town.
Well, is there any chance of him leaving town while we're all stuck here?
He found a way in. I doubt he would have come here without a way out.
I don't think he'll be going anywhere.
The only one who really knows how this city got here is Lord Shadow, and maybe some of his sons. But I bet Karsus is clever enough to find a way around the magic and pull us out of there if he wants to. I think he has bigger problems, though. He might be looking for support in the war against the Faerun.
Those were the... Would I have heard stories of the Faerun?
Everybody who's in this city would know exactly what they are. That's the whole reason you're here.
What would have
Man-eating
happened?
Creatures.
What would have happened to those not deemed important enough to be in the city?
They would have been out of the city and they're probably dead by now. Anarok was a wasteland when we left it.
Give them maybe too little credit.
I hope so.
Also- or one saving grace. I suspect most of them didn't have any magical ability at all.
No, I
Meaning the
imagine most of the ones that did would have been in the city.
And so the Faerun would have no reason to attack them.
I think you're giving the Faerun too little credit. Their motivations are alien to us. Which is part of the problem. If they were here only to devour the magic, then sure, let them have it. Us mere mortal can just dwell in the sands for a bit. But I think there's more to it than that.
Well, do you think Lord Shadow and his sons would simply just give up and allow their magic to be devoured?
No, and that's why they hid it here. They don't know
So
how to
then-
stop the Faerun, so they're playing a bit of a game of hide and seek. But if you
So
ask
that-
me, it's just a question of time before they make it here.
Then I'd say logically, it makes sense that the Faerun are attracted to their magic.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
The Faerun mount the greatest threat to this city.
Then
What do you think is? Our friend Zik here?
No. Cassus is.
Is that so?
Yes. Well, the exact details of what he pursues is not knowledge I possess. What I can say is, well, should the fates play out as they currently stand, neither he nor any of us will leave this city alive. And it won't be the Faerun that bring about our end. It will be him. That is
Are you the
Why-
only person who knows this?
probably. I mean, there may be of others who saw what I saw, or aspects of what I saw, but are unable or unwilling to heed it.
It just seems so interesting to me that we are asked to look into one of Karsus's good allies at the same time that you discover he is a threat. Maybe the council knows a little bit of what it is you know.
I would suspect that is likely the case. It's probably why they sent for me. Why they knew that I would accept. Despite my previous station.
Very well. Seems somehow the threads and the webs all seem to coalesce at that point of Larlock.
It's also worth stating, just so everyone is aware of what we're up against. What I saw is seemingly ordained by fate to circumvent it. Well, it will take a great deal of effort. And even then, it may not be possible.
Have you ever thought that you were shown what you were shown because destiny needs your help to make it happen?
Destiny wanted me to assist in what Cassus is leading us toward. They would have left me blind to it.
Maybe your interference is what will bring us there.
All this talk of fate is foolish. Let us focus on the things that we can change, the here and now.
I agree.
Now, this... what was his name? This wizard you seek?
Larlock.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
No, if we did, then our mission would be done.
Very well.
The scouts out looking for him. Or his last address, right?
Good.
We could
Do you
start
have the
there.
location of his previous household? Or just making sure the coast is clear before letting you guys go back?
Zick pokes his head out from under the table and says, Prybar gone. You can see his stuff strewn out under the table.
You's got a pry bar for my friend.
I can probably find something, sure.
Zick, these people are actually likely well equipped. Would you like something other than a pry bar?
Can use it to get in sewers.
Would you like a pry bar and something else? You can have more than one thing, you know.
He looks very confused.
Well, if this resistance truly is as good as it says it is, it hasn't crumbled in the time of my absence, I'm sure they could equip you all with something more than the meager attire you found yourself with. If it wasn't for myself, we would have been caught by those guards.
If it wasn't for you, we would not have dealt with them at all.
Still, you insist that I needed your interference. I have no use for any
but
of
trust
you.
me, you did. Glad to see that didn't change. But he's right. If any of you have need of something, do let me know, the sooner the better. He's just gonna pull a pry bar on the table. It's a little bent, but close enough to what you had before.
Well, if you're taking requests, a robe of the Archmagi would be fantastic.
Oh sure, let me just go ask my tailor.
Wonderful.
Had enough of this. I need answers. Be waiting till you and your scouts return, but I will not wait long. My hunt awaits.
What answers is it you seek?
Location of this wizard, and the location
This
of
is for
this
Lorlock.
both. If one leads to the other, then my hunt is that much simpler.
Okay. I can already tell you that if Karsus is anywhere in town at the moment, he's gonna be at the Imperial Palace. You are not getting in there, seen or unseen.
Oh, well, what if we just went and asked?
For an audience with... yeah, sure, okay.
We could say, hey, we gotta talk to your boss. You know, that's problems.
We'd maybe say one word before we were vaporized for such insolence.
Finally, someone gets it. As for Larlock, part of the mystery is that his behavior in the past couple weeks has been... since the city disappeared, he's been a little erratic. And to be quite fair, most of my scouts have been unable to locate him since he vacated his previous home.
Something interesting you just said. Didn't you mention that the best way to avoid suspicion was to not be erratic? Might the guards have an idea of where he went?
Maybe. But then again, given his status as a, how can I put this, very important political figure, I think a lot of the guards would have been told to keep his whereabouts secret. You can
If
pry
they were
at them-
even
you
told
can
to
pry at
begin
them
with.
if you want. I doubt they'll talk. At least not without proper incentive.
No, I'm more so wondering if any of the guards would know which ones. If we just go bothering every guard asking for questions, we'll be the suspicious ones.
Well, you can already forget the guards. Forget the guards in the infield. The infield, the dogs, the lower climb, they'll know nothing. Crags Overlook, forget it, they'll know nothing. Upper climb, unless he was seen there, again, not very likely. Central Fields, nothing so he would never have set foot somewhere so peasant. Central Market, same thing. You'd have your best bet if anyone saw him anywhere. It'd be either in the University District or the Council District. Anybody who's
So-
not expected in those areas stands out like a sore thumb. In his case, he's expected there, but he would have been under such high protection that I can imagine he would have sticking out like a sore thumb.
All that said, if someone as simple as a guard knew his whereabouts, I doubt the shadowy individuals we met with would be asking us to look into him. I think we're on our
The reason they're
own.
asking you to look into him is because the guards don't care what he's up to.
It is as good as them not knowing, so I think we are on our own on this one.
You mentioned an
At
arcane
least
university.
until we know a little more, I agree.
Yeah, let's start first with his home. Ransack the place a little bit. Maybe that'll draw him out.
And this guy, he's just known for, what, helping out Cassus?
Larlock?
Yeah. It's gotta be
How
of
can I
some
put
use
this?
to be a big shot.
Tarsus is a prodigy. Everything he did young, and he did well. Larlock is like the antithesis of that, where he's a late bloomer, had to work hard for everything he did. But if Karsus is top dog of wizard society, then Larlock's his close second.
Okay. The diligent type. Handles things while the big dog gets to play with his toys.
One spends hours at work trying to figure out perfection, the other one just makes it happen without so much as an afterthought. Quite scary if you think about it. I just don't know which one of them is more dangerous when their back's in the corner.
But there was nothing that would cause conflict between them. Anything that would make the gods protect Larlock away.
Well, I think if anyone can protect Larlock from Karsus, it's Larlock. At this
Okay.
point, his personal retinue is more a show of force than a necessity. They're both war-seasoned wizards. They're not gonna go down easy.
I suppose the only way we could find out is by sticking our nose into that business.
Sometimes it is.
Sounds like we have two locations. We have his home, which appears to be his last known whereabout, and this arcane university. Is that correct?
If you seek to inquire about the man away from his house, yes. That's one of the few places where he was commonly seen, although he hasn't been seen there in some time. I'm still waiting for fresh reports on that.
Do we have anyone
think-
amongst us who might have access to the university? His eyes will kind of drift toward Yaskovi.
I know what you're thinking, but I actually ain't got much formal education.
Well, normally, yes, assuming that I wasn't spotted cleaning up your lust for blood.
And I'd probably be able to bluff my way in if I had to.
University district lets in strangers. When we were amongst the living, let's just put it that way, it was actually quite a touristic area. Those buildings are almost as ancient as the city, and some of them like to host what I would best describe as demonstrations. Illusion was particularly fond of them. Not so much now that we've been here, but the area's not locked to the public. You'll stand out, but you're not forbidden from being there. The upper district, though, is another question altogether.
Well, one source at a time, I'd say.
Let's try to keep things simple at first. We'll scale if we have to.
Very well. I see a course of action. Some of us go, check the house, the others go, check the university. Gather what information you can. Together, find this Larlock. Cast us along with him. With any luck, my bounty shall find me.
He brings up a good point. How are we to disguise him if all the guards know what they're looking for? Do you have any memory of how you were captured last time?
They caught me unprepared, unarmed, out in the open. I will not make that mistake again. I've been a shadow many times. Cities. I'm used to such things. Any eye that spies me will soon taste steel. That being said, we ought to gain entrance to this Larlock's estate. Perhaps we can resurrect my plan. That one, I can take him. You can find, I'll point to O'Shea. Find a roving patrol of guards, ambush them, take their armor, dress him up. Should get us through the front door.
The front door of what? The bastion you pulled those guards of?
Larlock's estate. You do have the location, correct?
Yes.
I think the first plan with Jashin's guards is to see if there's anyone guarding it at all. Hopefully we can just walk right in.
And you have your best men on that, correct?
On that simple scouting mission, yes. Don't worry. If there's one thing I'm not short on, it's spies.
Very well.
Well, are we sure we want to split up? How close is the university? Maybe by the time we got back, we would have the location.
Let me take a quick look.
I agree with O'Shea.
His estate is closer. Quite significantly, actually. The problem you might run into is that because of time of day, unless you intend to go and question the guards in the university district, most of the interesting attractions are going to be closed for the evening.
Oh, I have no intention of going out right away. Do not have much left at my disposal. I believe for such endeavors we should be in top form.
You have been so gracious in offering us hospitality. It'd be very rude to refuse.
Agreed. City guards are no doubt on high alert. After that work of art we left in the courtyard. I'll give you a night for your spies to do their job. Tomorrow, we hunt.
Now you're all being reasonable, I'm worried.
Akuma will stand up from the table. Now, if there's nothing else. I could find a quiet place to be alone.
To be alone.
Unless, of course, you still require my services.
No, I suppose not. And he points you under the stairs. Here's a door. There should be enough spare rooms for you guys to have a quiet space for yourselves. Walls are thin now, so be careful.
Very well. He'll start to make his way out. Stop. Turn back to the party. I thank you for your assistance in my escape. Truly. Gives them a bow. Turns and makes his way out.
Alright. Anything else from the party before the night?
Oh, sorry, go Trev.
I didn't say anything.
No, go, Trev.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
out of here! I do have something at night, but nothing before it.
Same.
No, I'll just grab a little bit of food and go study for the days to come. Where can I find some food?
Oh, he points up this way.
Up which way? Sorry, I didn't see.
Up here. They'll have some rations and dried meats.
Alright. Better than nothing, I suppose. Take a reasonable amount and then find room for myself.
You'll find that the passage that leads under the stairs looks like a repurposed, abandoned sewer tunnel. It's been dry for a very long time because it probably collapsed on itself. And they've done whatever repairs they could to manufacture small rooms. Barely big enough to fit a cot and a chair kind of thing.
Oh. Never mind. Let's test it.
It's fine.
Did not
That's
work.
why we test.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, those of you who have ongoings for the night can have ongoings for the night.
I Tigger will come over and whisper to Jashin. Question for you about your friend that you had us rescue. You mentioned his name was Ash.
That's because it is.
Would I have known or heard tales of Ash?
Dan, I defer that question to you.
Would you have heard tales of Ash? I mean, if he did his job right, no. That's a good question.
Especially as someone who was, like, loosely parallel to the Resistance.
Right. I mean, if you've heard anything of Resistance dealings, you've probably heard a little bit about Ash, I'd say.
Okay.
I feel like it would be almost like an urban like a. I don't want to call it urban legend, but it definitely feels like some of those stories you might have heard are a bit inflated, even though they're probably not.
Yeah, almost like a bit of folklore.
After having met him, so like he's a folk person, but like, yeah, would have at least heard the name. Be like, is that really the Ash?
You'd know his moniker as the White Whisper, but that's that.
Oh, well.
I think he would look at you and he would say, "No doubt the man you brought back is Ash, but I don't know if he's the Ash I knew."
I'll say it seems peculiar, at the very least, that he wasn't able to break himself out with all the stories they tell of the White Whisper.
Many of those bastions have been enhanced in preparation for captives like him. I'm sure he tried, but they made his life difficult.
I also didn't expect him to be quite so bloodthirsty. What can they say? Never meet your heroes.
You'd be one of the few who call him that if you did.
Well, thank you for the company. Have yourself a pleasant evening and good fortune.
You as well.
How about Zix? What's he been up to? He's still under the table?
I think he put all his stuff back together now that he has a new pry bar. And then after that, he's just kind of, he's kind of sitting under the table looking out. You just see a couple of big red eyes peering out from under the table.
I think you catch a couple people looking at you, but they know better than to bother. If you're comfortable where you are, that says more about you than it does about them.
I think if anything, I'd go grab like some rations and especially the dried meats. Enough for two. Just bring them back over to the table and sit down next to Zik and say, "Job well done today. Would you like some food?"
Okay. He just holds a hand out.
Oh yeah, no, I'll. What would you prefer, the breads or the meats?
Meat.
Yes, you seem to be enjoying that arm earlier. Here, give him as much as I can of the cured meats. What do you think, Zick? Are we making progress, or simply walking to death?
He just shrugs and chooses meat.
He's like, it's not that deep, bro.
Very good. We'll see what we can uncover tomorrow. But I'm worried. I think the rest of the meal will probably be in silence. When he sees Zick is done, he'll say, shall we go find a cot somewhere soft to sleep?
Yeah, he'll climb out from under the table.
Good. Come now. I think they said the beds were this way.
Hello, Shay. What's he up to? See him sitting on that carpet there.
Yeah, O'Shea's meditating up there. And I'll probably be at that for an hour or two. We're getting some food and then finding a bed.
Okay. Anyone else has dealings in the night?
Indeed, I do. So,
I do not.
well, you kind of do, Jacob.
Motherfucker.
What's his passive perception?
Low enough.
Okay. What does Jacoby do when he finds a room?
Just studies the spell books for a bit.
Okay. After a little bit, 10 minutes or so, you'll hear the slight sound of stone scraping. And as you turn to look there, from the shadows, you see Akuma coming out.
Can I help you?
Perhaps you can, old man. You know, for one so privileged in this city, strange you would find yourself here, of all places.
Well, as I said earlier, I've seen how the city ends. And here's where I need to be if there's any chance to stop it.
Yes, you've mentioned that. Tell me then, what do you know?
A great many things. You're going to have to be more specific.
You mentioned causes. When he was mentioned, you seemed to scoff at the idea that we could even get near him. Tell me, who is this man? What power does he hold?
Guess to put it simply, more than anyone else in this city. Perhaps more than everyone else combined. Or at least that is certainly his goal. In order to achieve it, he's going to doom us all. Himself included.
How?
Well, the first thought would be that the belief is, he's working on a way to deal with the threat of the Farum and allow us to return home. And in doing so, he will destroy us. I think there is more to it than that. He is not the kind of man to simply do things out of the kindness of his heart. If he saves the city, that is just a perk on top of whatever he truly is seeking to gain. And I believe he is looking to become more powerful, not just than anyone in this city, but anyone that's ever walked the mortal realms.
Many a man find themselves battling with fate to find power. He would not be the first. Yet something about him causes you pause, makes you fear him.
Only a fool will not fear him.
He is a
Could
man,
disintegrate.
is he not?
Only in technicality, yes. But he could disintegrate any of us without a moment's thought, if he so chose to. You included, despite what you may think of yourself. There's a reason these people here hide like rats and live in with such lacks of privilege, to the point where even their home base has nothing but rations and dried meats. Cassus or his ilk were to find this place, he would be gone in a second.
And yet, here we find you. To your own admission, you are not a warrior. You are far too old in your years to be a freedom fighter.
It's curious you keep pointing out my age, when you seem so old yourself.
You know of my kind.
You're kind. Not enough. What I can say is, while I am certainly out of place here, as I should be, for one who's lived the life I have up to this point, for someone who apparently is friends with these people, you seem shockingly more out of place.
My time in this Netherese prison has not been kind. But my goals remain ever sharp. This bounty hunter pay for what he did. It's for this Carsus. He can bleed. You can kill him. Isn't that what you want?
If that is what it takes to stop what he's doing, of course. But I do not seek blood for blood's sake. I seek simply to, for lack of a better term, oppose fate. Sometimes you need more than a blade to do that.
Of that we agree. It takes the will to rage against fate. A concept I am learning. Very well, young man. If I have
There's
more
no
questions.
need for flattery.
If I have need of further answers, you will see me again.
Before you go, I have a question for you.
Quick about it.
If your name is Ash, why do you go by Akuma?
What did you say?
I guess I'll be more blunt. I do not think you are who you claim to be, or who they think you are. Not necessarily in the sense that you are not the person in question, but you are not the version of this person they wished or believed you to be.
Careful, young man. Some thoughts are more dangerous than others. Best keep this one to yourself.
There's a reason I do not bring up the topic in front of the others. I'm not a fool, which is why I know you are not what you seem.
Say you were right. What would it change?
In the immediate future, not much. But it does raise questions of what role you are to play in the events to come.
I'm here for a single purpose. To be the blade that shatters fate. Or no less.
Very well.
Sleep well, youngling. We have work tomorrow. That? Make his way out.
I want to give the two of you inspiration for that one.
Ah, well, thank you.
Cool.
I'm trying. I have my notes open, and the note that I have on the side of it all is give initiative.
Give inspiration.
Give initiative.
Yeah,
Oh no.
Oh,
That will
All right,
come
and
soon
now you
enough.
two must fight to the death.
yeah, exactly.
That will
That's
come soon enough. All right. Well, if no one else has dealings for the long night, you guys can take your long rests.
I have one more dealing for the long night.
Sure, go right ahead.
At some point in the middle of the night, like a few hours into everyone's sleep, Zik just wakes up screaming.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Like blood-curdling screams, or what are we talking here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Akuma doesn't really sleep, so about 10, 15 seconds of pure screaming later, he'll kick the door in with his blade drawn. What is this? What is the commotion here?
Zik is just like curled up in a corner.
What is it? Are you under attack? Under duress? Is the beast coming?
The beast? And he looks even more scared.
Yes, a beautiful abomination you became. Is it here? Is it coming? I relish the chance to fight with something so deliciously bloodthirsty. Well, what are you waiting for?
he looks confused, and he starts to realize like it must have been just a dream, whatever just happened. And he just looks at you, scared. And
What are you doing, man?
It is nothing. Sleep now.
Yes, Zik has nightmares. But what of it? Let him sleep.
That was it. A nightmare. Irony. No nightmares could have nightmares. Very well, beast. Get what rest you can.
Are you alright, Zik? Oh, go ahead.
Much blood.
What were you gonna say, Dan?
Oh, no, don't worry about it. He was just staring you down as he made his way out.
Just like side-eyeing on his way out.
Exactly. Much blood, eh?
I'm sorry to say this, Zik, but there will be more blood where we're going and the path that we've embarked on. I have to ask that you trust me. You trust our friends. Our new friends. None of them are gonna come and kill you, I hope.
Even that one? And he points at the door where Akuma just left.
If he was going to kill you, I think he would have done it already. Now, it's time to go back to sleep, Zik. As best you can.
Okay.
And if there is more blood, just remember you have your friends around you to keep you safe.
Yeah. He curls up in, a little ball in the corner of the room. And as he's getting ready to go back to sleep, he just whispers to himself, "Always more blood."
I think Edgar is going to sort of look at this sad state and just be like, oh, God. Grab a blanket, like curl it around Zik.
Just toss it at him.
Yeah.
No.
His little blanket tent.
Like actually take the time to wrap it around you. In his mind, Zik is one of the few creatures probably treated worse than him that he's ever met.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, I think when you first touch him, even with the blanket, he does flinch just naturally.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pause while he flinches and then slowly just continue to wrap it around him. Good night, Zik. Sleep well.
And with that, we long rest. Unless we get attacked in the night.
Okay. You guys are safe.
Okay. Just checking. Just checking. Jeez.
Always best to ask.
Zoc goes for the throat.
Yeah, right? Fuck.
Let's see what the fates have for me today.
Ah, yes. Roll those 20s.
Oh, let's
Oh
go.
my god.
It's good to have.
Yep.
Now give me a crit fail to make... Oh,
That's also
honestly,
not bad to
okay.
have.
that's
Close
amazing.
enough.
That's amazing.
Close enough.
Yep, I can fuck with that.
One success and one failure. Let's go.
Yep.
Hopeful failure.
Yeah, I mean, a plus 15.
I mean,
it's not much you can
yeah, if you got a modifier, like, My spell save is 16, so if we're up against something with a plus 13 to their save, like, well,
Yeah, we're
Portland wasn't
rough.
going to save me.
That's it. That's it. We're in rough states. Bro, pocket nat 20. That's amazing.
That is
Yep.
very good, yeah.
Do you have somewhere that you're saving those numbers?
Yeah, I have it on my notes.
Okay.
Keeping
Perfect.
notes, I have a little section for important. So.
Nice. Nice. All right.
Alright, as you guys make your way out of the rooms, you would find... Oop, 2 tokens selected, not what I wanted. You would find Jashin eating breakfast. Doesn't look like he slept much. And he seems to be talking with one of the scouts you saw leave yesterday.
Well, you look not as good as I do. What have you heard?
Let's
Good
wait for your
morning.
friends.
Sick?
Yeah. The beast stirs, it seems.
Yeah, he just sort of waddles under the table and plops down.
Are you hungry, old man?
Oh, yes, of course.
I'll fetch you something.
There is, yeah, fuck it. There is one little thing I'm actually going to do. As I'm coming out, I guess right after he asks me that question, I'll hang back a little bit so as to not, like, maybe just around the corner briefly. And I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
Oh,
And one by one, I'm gonna surface probe everyone in the party.
very nice. Very nice.
Okay, let's start with the party first.
Okay, who
So-
you poking at first? Yeah.
Well, if you're okay saying like I did this like right before I came out of the room, since Edgar came up to me to ask me,
Mhm.
we'll start with him.
Nice.
But for now, just surface thoughts, so no saves or anything. I just get their tippy top thoughts.
Hippie top thoughts?
Could be tough
Yeah.
thoughts.
First thing in the morning, tippy top thought.
Ah, my back.
Yeah.
Like that is literally tippy top thought. Like, fuck, that bed was uncomfortable.
He's thinking about how he could have slept better.
That is a valid
Okay.
thought to have.
Yeah, first thing in the morning, absolutely.
Yep.
And then if you were to like just continue to ponder, you'd be like, "Ah, hungry. But food that someone else is paying for.
It's always good. All right, fair. And then, yeah, next, as I approach the table, I will definitely want to know what's on the top of Akum.
Surface thoughts, eh?
Yeah, just surface thoughts.
Blood. Kill.
What's on Akuma's mind as he awakes this morning?
Every thought and every just surface thoughts, eh?
Yeah. So
Okay.
just like kind of what's on your mind as we start the day.
He's going over in his mind different ways he's killed wizards before. Trying to think of the best one to come up for to deal with Karthus.
Okay. Fair enough. And then as O'Shea walks by, I'll quickly scan his surface thoughts.
Eggs and Bicky and eggs. Where can I get some?
All right. That's all I needed.
Big pancakes, big pancakes.
Exactly.
And then
that's great.
probably an equally quick scan of Zix's surface thoughts.
Well, I feel like almost immediately your heart rate might go up just a little bit because they're just very frantic. and there's a lot of thoughts of just always looking for danger. Thoughts of blood and the sounds of screaming.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And
Put a hand on Zig's back. Hey, Zig, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed for the brand new day. Whoa, hey.
just for
There's
a
a joke.
quick second, I will glance into the thoughts of our handler. Very brief.
Surface thought, first thing in the morning, seeing you guys come out of there probably would have been, I hope they don't get themselves killed.
Okay. Well, and yeah, I think.
Are you debating digging deeper, or are you...
Yeah. The problem is no matter what, they know whether
Yeah.
to succeed or not.
What do you look like standing there? Yes, Kobe.
Stroking your beard.
Yeah, just stroking my beard, looking like I'm lost in thought. As a wizard.
You are.
As is
just
one
not
meant
your
to
own.
do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Cool. With telepathic, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts,
You son of a bitch.
requiring no components.
Ooh, okay.
No, he just has access to it.
That's
Now, I have to spend a slot if I do it more than once per long rest, but yeah, I can just seeing that he's sort of pondering. I'm like, oh, what's he thinking about?
I'm thinking about
Is
what
he,
the fuck's what the
You're
fuck
thinking.
is
You're
is
thinking
Edgar
about.
getting like a radio quality of other people's thoughts?
yeah, that's it, eh? Like,
I'd say, well, even though I was looking at the others, the main thing that would still be on my mind, even as that information coming in, was like, what the fuck is this guy's deal in reference to Akuma or Ash?
yes.
Not going to be suspicious about it or anything.
And
There you go, friends. Oh, actually, I didn't see you. I would have gotten you a plate, but seems you've managed. Hand one down to Zik, hand one across to Yaskobi.
Well, I guess now the real work begins.
You have work for us? Exciting. Hopefully nothing too strenuous.
He's still stuffing his face full, so he's just gonna point at the girl that's standing awkwardly at the end of the table. And she's gonna clear her throat real quick, and she says, I guess you guys are the ones going to Larlock's estate?
yep, I believe that is on the docket for this morning.
Well, I'm glad to report that so far the coast looks clear. No one coming in and out of their house. Guard presence in the area is minimal. We did see one group of his personal retinue. But that's expected given that he's supposed to be living in the area. They might be there just to preserve appearance at this point. All in all, the coast should be pretty clear.
This guard retinue of theirs, what is it comprised of?
Good question. Let me just double check.
Guards.
Calling them guards would be inaccurate. Where is it?
Retinues.
Um,
False.
5 of his men.
Humans or Corinth?
Humans. No, he would never hire a Kryn. Now, if he had it his way, they'd all be elves.
Miss Groby, do you know if he's an elf? Have you met the man?
God, would I have?
You would know he's a human.
He is a human. Rounded ears and all.
But he has a thing for elves.
I mean, elves are a prominent part of our society. It's not
Who doesn't? Am I right?
Yeah, right.
It's not an uncommon fascination to take. Many of my human counterparts often are enticed by the elves, and in particular their longevity.
With a mouthful of whatever slop he's eating, Shashin would just add to the idea. Many would like elven guards because they can have centuries of battle experience and still have hundreds more to give.
On top of
Humans are
that,
short-lived.
we
and
don't
hard to
require
train.
sleep. Cannot be charmed. We are the perfect killing force. If nothing else, this man has good taste.
Well, the coast is mostly clear. We can point you in the right direction. The rest of the work will be on you.
Always seems to end up that way. I have to ask, will you be here when we get back?
Who are you asking?
Jashin.
Should be. Unless something terrible happens, you should be. I haven't left this place in a week.
Good. Anything else we should know about him? Potential traps? Like that? Anything to keep an eye out for?
The guy was a powerful wizard. I wouldn't be surprised if he was paranoid enough to say that even his own home was booby-trapped.
I see. He's not a total fool.
Far
I
from
thought
it.
I'd made that clear enough more than once. The guy is known for his hard work and dedication to his craft.
Indeed.
Not a fluke.
Do not know what kind of people you are used to dealing with, Ash, but if you wish to live long here, it would be best to assume no one we are going up against is a fool.
Suppose that remains to be seen. Very well. If there's nothing else, I'm ready. For the rest of you.
As ready as I can hope to be.
Okay.
I will admit, well, perhaps you, Scout. Do you have a name? You seem quite lovely.
I'm Elena.
Elena. You may call me Edgar Lafrian. I must ask, will we know these private gods of his when we see them?
If I see them while we're out and about, I'll point them out to you.
Oh, you're coming with us.
I'll
Splendid.
be leading the way there.
Splendid. And what do you know? Well, do we know of any of them? Family, friends, gambling debts?
The men of his retinue?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't personally know the men I've seen. I can imagine that some, if not most of them, fall into some of the categories you've just mentioned. You'd have to get more personal with them to find that out, though. They don't tend to be very outgoing folk.
Stick to themselves, eh? maybe something else you can look into for me while we're out and about. Does anyone here know what bar they might frequent? Any soldier man with his weight in gold needs somewhere to spend it.
I can put a couple feelers out. I have a few thoughts of where they might stick, but hard to say. They're all foreigners to this city, so I wouldn't be surprised if most of them stick together.
Great. Excellent.
I'll let you know.
Thank you. Well, other than that, I'm ready. Aside from, perhaps... What? What would be less conspicuous, you think, for our group traveling with you? The slave man or myself?
Where we're going, definitely yourself. I won't be seen, though.
I suspect, Ash, that means you probably shouldn't be seen either.
Can certainly try. They will not.
Joshin will get up. And, like, he'll straighten up your attire a little bit, and, like, if he carries himself properly and does something about his hair, he can almost pass for noble.
Not the moment he opens his mouth.
And then I recommend he doesn't.
I'm sorry.
Your way there is not going to be the issue. I'm more worried about the way out. There's always a lot of ruckus in the lower districts. It doesn't tend to put the higher districts on guard. Not until it gets to the higher districts.
I thought we were headed. Thought we were headed for the higher districts.
You are, but whatever happened last night happened in the lower district.
I see.
They'll have heard of it, but they won't know what to look for. So long as you don't act like you're out of your minds, you should be safe. You can do that, right?
Make an insight check for him?
Right?
Oh god, what are you doing?
Shay looks at Zik.
I think we all look at Zik.
He chooses to believe that you can, but he's worried.
I mean, he must have heard the screaming in the middle of the night last night.
Not impossible he didn't.
Said the walls were thin.
Yeah, but he wasn't in there with you.
Yeah.
Anything you heard about the scream this morning?
Well, must be on our way then.
Let us make haste. Shouldn't take us too long to get there.
You, Lady Elena. Although, if you will not be seen, please just ensure that we are still following you correctly.
Oh, you will. You just gotta know what to look for. I'm just gonna take you out to the map screen.
You're gonna take us out?
I'm gonna take you all out behind the barn.
Yeah.
And as you guys make your way outside, she'll take a few steps ahead of you guys. And she will shapeshift into a white cat.
Does anyone else see pure darkness?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
Just you.
That's just you.
damn it. You gotta refresh. Okay. Pause the recording for just continue.
I will still use the resistance fighter token, even though she's not a human at this time. But, trying to remember the path. Right. is a bit of a convoluted mess to get to. 'Cause you're going to the Twilight Heights. So, first, quick detour through Dreamfield. Dreamfield is an area that is basically one giant lush park. If any druids would be in the city, this is where you would expect to find them. Most of
Well,
the
I found
people, most of the people who live or work here, tend to be either. A lot of them would work in the Central Field and live in Dreamfield, or would work in Dreamfield, like at Dream's Reach, for example. They tend to work very out there artisanal professions, like tree singers, who, through magic and voice, weave furniture that is basically one solid piece of wood that was sung into place. You would find a lot of artists that live here, just enjoying the vibe of what is basically a giant national park. Then you would follow some of the tree paths, getting closer to the southern wall. And then up this tree into what is basically the entrance to Twilight Heights. On your way there, you would have encountered a couple very small regiments of guards. It seems that the civil uprising that has been plaguing the city is more of a problem in the lower districts for now. In the upper districts, the guards seem to still have a pretty solid grip on civil order, but there also might be an issue of the situation here is not as dire. It still seems like shops have stock. You can still see stands on the outside world just still peddling foods that the lower districts have had rationed for quite a few days by now. She then takes you on the long roundabout. This is where a lot of the rich elite that are not like super high class society tend to live. Lots of bigger houses, more space, inner courtyards. Shops are fewer and far between, and they usually sell just necessities that are like, I say necessities, delicacies that servants can't find at the actual market. And then she rushes up what is essentially the climb towards 4 of the biggest personal homes in the city. And then she enters the backyard of this house here and disappears from sight. And this is where we arrive at the Wizard's Manor.
And we're back. Technical difficulties aside.
Yeah. Okay. You find yourself at the entrance of a grand manor. You can tell just by the outside that it doesn't look like there's been much people going in or out, for that matter. There's leaves strewn about the entrance. Both of the front doors are closed shut. You can see in the few windows that are on the door in the front, you can see that dust has started to gather on them.
Well, no guards, it seems. It's good. Or perhaps a greater danger than we realize.
How do we want to approach this?
Any wizards tend to have the ability to sense magics. You wouldn't happen to have this ability, would you, Yaskobi?
Yes, it just will require a little bit of time. So I ask how we approach it so I can detect magic on our desired entry points. Do you simply want to try the front door, or do one of you want to look around back first?
Well, our guide headed to the backyard. It would not be a terrible idea.
Then let us follow them. Yes.
Yeah, which way did they go around? Left or... I guess they went right.
Whether they
It's the
do
way
or
we're
not,
going.
That's yeah, exactly. As I'm making my way around, I'm keeping an eye out for any windows or anything on this manor.
The only thing you
Or-
seem to be able to see coming in or out of the windows is your own reflection.
Fair enough. Is this a balcony?
The
I see?
windows appear spotless,
Okay.
yet you can't seem to catch any light coming from within.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Then yeah,
This is a small garden in which nothing seems to be growing.
I see. Appears to be a shed of some kind. Our guide to get to. Better fucking spy than I am. My God.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you here, Dan. I'm gonna let the others catch up to you, maybe.
Sure.
Because this, I wasn't too sure how I could make it something you could see through, but not something you could go through.
Okay.
But you would be able to see inside. Let me see if I can figure it out on the fly.
Oh,
Terrain
There's
wall.
see through.
There's a window wall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a
yeah.
window
Window
wall
wall.
option.
That's
Yeah,
it,
terrain
okay.
wall or window wall.
Wall
Is there a wonder
reflection
wall?
Oh,
outside.
God damn it, Trevor. I'm like, okay, we made it through that joke. Motherfucker. Oh, okay.
You would be able to see the inside of this room as like a bit of a solarium.
Okay. A solarium, you say? Okay. And it's a
There's
window.
no sun.
Yeah.
The city wasn't always in the shadows.
Suspicious all the same to me.
One thing you would notice looking into the solarium is that, again, everything in there is about as unkept as it could be. Dried leaves. Dried leaves from plants that haven't seen water in too long are strewn about the floor.
Seems he hasn't been here in quite some time. Oh. Suppose we have one way in if we need to. No doubt trapped, of course. As for our guide, here she is no longer here. Just leaves us with finding out a way in.
Did any of you hear that dog?
Excuse me.
I could have sworn I just heard a dog.
I'll stop and listen. See
Give
if he's
perception.
see if he's just going fucking crazy.
No, you don't hear anything coming from inside the house.
Minds must be playing tricks on you. But nothing of the sort.
Well, you guys, search after phantom dogs. Give me a few minutes here. Don't touch anything until I'm done. And I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes ritual casting detect magic.
Okay. Are any of you guys gonna stay here trying to watch over him, or are you guys finishing your once around? What's everybody doing while he's casting?
I'll while he's doing his thing, I'll give it another once around, just to see what I can see. Seeing all the windows are mirrored, basically, so just keeping an eye out for something like that. Just make my way back around, kind of sigh, figure, fuck it, check this very quickly. Check the shed.
Yeah, I was gonna check the shed too.
Mostly gardening tools, groundskeeping tools.
Any pry bars?
Right.
For prying the plants out of the garden.
Yes, of course.
No, none such item in there.
Yeah.
Shovels, scythe, hoe.
Is there a hole in there?
There's a hoe. She's been tied to the wall for a week. She's probably dead.
Nothing but some old bones. Nothing for us to worry about.
Wonderful.
And this is just a patch of roof.
Just a garden.
This is a patch of dirt. It was evidently prepared for something to go there, but you're not sure. Actually, if you want to investigate the patch of dirt further, you can give me a nature check. Or survival. I guess I would accept survival also.
Okay.
That's dirt.
They're growing dirt.
They're growing dirt.
Yes, very
Rich
astute.
soil.
Isn't that how you get dirt? You water it, and then you get more dirt.
It's not exactly like the druids from the Ark.
There's nothing to see here.
There's not. Way back.
You say it's been about 10 minutes at this point?
I'll give you 10 minutes, sure.
Cool. Bada bing, bada boom. I can now detect magic within 30 feet of me for the next 10 minutes.
In 30 feet.
And I'll kind of do a perimeter sweep.
Right away, getting close to the home, you feel a faint emanation of abjuration.
Okay. Anything, nothing specific, just like a general vibe.
General
Where
abjuration.
you are now, what you're feeling is very weak. So at best, you imagine something to be used more as a deterrent than an actual protection feature.
Okay. And try to come over here, like, whoops, didn't mean to open it. Would I sense anything on the door here?
No.
Okay. Right. In that case, I will keep. I can do the circuit in less than 10 minutes, even with my old legs.
Stop.
Yes, we should follow our friend.
Yes, come with me. So
Where
far, that
you
door
are
here.
I wonder what that would be. Hold on.
Is it
I
a
guess
dog?
It would be conjuration.
On what specific? What am I seeing it on? Like just a wall, or
Somewhere in very strongly in that vicinity.
all
Conjuration.
right. Well, picking up some faint abjuration magic, though I don't. It's much notable. For what it's worth, that door there is not encased with any magic. Something has been conjured on the other side of this wall. Whether it's a creature or something else, I cannot say. And then I'll keep going around. Obviously, I'll want to check in on this door.
As you get closer to the front door, you feel like this is where most of the abjuration is converging towards.
All right, let's not use the front door. I feel that was probably obvious, but it has most certainly got some protective
I mean, if
wards
you
on
want to
it.
examine it further, just to get an idea of what you're dealing with, I'll let you do an Arcana check.
Sure.
I will also remind you guys that you're in broad daylight, circling one of the rich noble households of the land, so you might want to be careful about how many times you go around.
Right, right.
21.
Attaboy.
You definitely feel like the door's lock has been reinforced with arcane. But with enough time and assistance with someone who actually knows how to pick a lock, you can
Hey.
probably work in tandem to get through.
Okay, but I don't get the sense that like the door's gonna fucking blow up when we open it.
You sense no evocation.
Okay. All right. So on this front door seems to be magically locked. Not possible to get past, but perhaps there's a better way in. Quickly now. And I'll keep going around.
You sense most of the windows on this side of the house have been treated with illusion. Probably the reason you can't see through.
All right, nothing too dangerous here, but it's clear they don't want us seeing in these windows. Dangerous. And,
As you get
Going.
towards the back here, this plot of gardening you sense was enriched by transmutation. You can still feel that the soil carries some of the magic of it.
oh, yes, magically infused crops. Pretty standard. Okay. And, finish my circuit.
As you get right around the corner here, somewhere in that general area, a similar conjuration signature to the one you had further down.
More things have been conjured beyond these walls here. Again, I cannot tell if it is a creature or something more mundane, but when we enter, we should be on our guard. I would say this may be our most convenient way in. And less suspicious than just simply picking the front lock.
Especially since the front door leads directly to the street.
Yes.
We appear to be missing one.
Oh yes, where did Ash go?
Ash, where are you?
Oh, I was muted. I'm actually in the bathroom, but Ash is there. Just
Okay, well I'll move your token.
yeah, if you don't mind. And just shift click ping with the group set so it moves the camera. So, the back entrance then.
Will likely be the least troublesome, yes.
There's
Nick,
no-
you're awfully good with that pry bar. Any chance you can get one of those windows open? Not saying actually do it. I'm just thinking, can you?
We're gonna go check out the windows and see if they look pryable.
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely those windows look like they were designed to be how can I put this? Like in the summer they could probably be like removed altogether to create an open space, like a bit of a gazebo. So if you pry the right spots, you should be able to pry your way in.
Can I investigate the window for just anything?
By all means.
Yeah.
A flat 8.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing particularly outstanding about those windows. You're quite convinced that other than the excellent quality of the glass, there's nothing remarkable about them.
Yeah, I've been even distracted by the glass. It's got no smudges on it anyway. It's good stuff. Don't break it.
Zick will just go see if there's like an edge to the window that he could get the tip of his pry bar into. And if there is, he will turn back to the group and say, "Can't open."
Yeah, there's definitely a spot.
Well, window is safe from any, at least magical trappings. So, no objections from me. I'll look to the others.
I think Edgar is just going to prepare. He is going to prepare a spell, but he's not sure. I think he's just going to prepare a vicious mockery if something tries to jump out of the solarium at us. Very convenient.
Like a dog.
Yes, for example.
I'm expecting puppies.
Getting ready to say bad dog, basically.
What an awful bitch you are.
Well, with no objections, I will attempt to pry open the window.
Yeah, go ahead, give me athletics.
Meh.
You strain and you force the pry bar a little bit. As you feel like the frame of the window's about to give and pop open, the window cracks.
Like the glass or the window?
Like the glass. It's
Well.
not broken on the floor, but it wouldn't take much to get it to break at this point.
Well, don't really have any way of fixing the glass. Well, what's broken is broken. Come on, Zick. One more.
Give me athletics again with advantage.
Well, the way he said it, I'm just gonna whack the glass.
Hey.
With my
That's what I
pry
thought would
bar.
happen.
Attaboy.
You break the glass. Jacob, through your detect magic, you feel a bit of a ripple in the abjuration. But other than that, everything seems good to go.
We probably shouldn't dilly-dally too long. Our presence may be known before long.
Agreed.
I'm gonna climb in the window.
Climb in. Well, I'll take one quick look around. If you've attracted any attention from particularly nosy neighbors, then I'll climb in.
Give me perception.
Sure, let me just click in the perception button for me. I'll be
Sure.
2 minutes.
You've done better, but no, doesn't look like the neighbors have seen anything.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. And I will climb in after Zick.
Yeah, I actually can't climb in because there is still technically a wall there.
There is still technically a wall.
Ah, right.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna move you in.
All right. Quickly now. No time to dally.
What did you say the range was on detect magic, Jacob?
30 feet.
Conjuration's getting closer.
I believe what I was detecting is something hostile. Be prepared. Likely some conjured defenses beyond this door.
Yeah, come here, you two. And touching both of you, you each get heroism.
Heroism, you say?
For Zik and O'Shea, because you're taking a shit.
Yeah, I have returned from that, but hearing that there is something happening, I'm going to stealth up and say, crouch.
Let
This
him
furniture.
come.
I'm gonna hide behind these plants.
I will crouch behind this chair.
What's your spellcasting ability modifier? Just
+5?
So that, yeah, just so
+5.
that I know, because it says at the start of each of my turns, I get some temp HP for that.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll say you get 5.
Yeah. I'll stick that in. I've had a turn by now.
Wonderful. I'm just there behind the chair, just going.
Yeah. You just got like a,
Yeah.
a leaf in front of your face.
Yeah, that's...
You're allergic to the plant you're standing next to, so you're just
Yep.
sneezing.
As the one opening the door, I won't bother rolling stealth.
Cool.
Makes sense.
Fair enough.
I will open the door.
You see one further down the corridor and one in just slightly off to the right. 2 little fire snakes,
Oh my.
and they seem to be heading your way.
Ah!
So
I close the door.
you guys know what to do at this point?
Hell yeah. Oh, you've already added us. Nice.
Yeah, I just selected everyone.
Good call.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna go last.
No, one of them happens to have crit failed.
Nice.
Yeah, but last time Zach and Jacob crit failed, and I still went last. We didn't start at the beginning.
All right, snake away.
Alright, let's begin. Akuma.
Okay. Heard Zik scream. Move over. Does the door open out or in?
In your case, it would be in towards you.
In towards me. Okay, so then I'll go here behind and I'll hold an action to attack the whatever creature's on the other side of this door. That will be it.
Sick.
Sort of similar plan. I'm just gonna pull out my pry bar and my shield, and I'm ready to whack something if it tries to get me.
This is gonna be a long fight if I don't bring this up, so I'll bring it up because it would make the most sense that you would figure. It doesn't look like whatever's on the other side has the hands to open a door.
Well, I'm not gonna open it.
What are you doing, you little beast? Get it open, quickly.
Okay. I'll open the door and I'll take a step back and I'll continue to have my action ready.
Alright, sounds good. Shogi?
Okay.
Oh no, you've moved. You're terrific stealth.
I know.
God damn.
Oh, okay. There we go. That's a good sight. Okay. Yes. You said these are like fiery snakes or just like
Yes.
red snakes?
fires.
Okay. In that case, let's see here. All right. Well, let's do a thing. I guess I will cast. Oh, sorry. Magic missile on this one.
Cool. Give me some damage.
5, 2, 4. And then I'll step back. There you go. Softened it up for you.
That's good. O'Shea?
Good cut.
I think you're muted.
No, I'm just looking for the right spot. Let's see. Alright, I'll hit here. And I will throw out my astral arms.
That
So-
creates a shockwave around you, right?
Yeah. Well, I get to choose the targets, so they throw out and hit this one. So it has to make a dex save, I believe. Yeah, DC 15. Alright. Do they take half? Let me just post.
No.
Nope. Okay, so it saves. That's my bonus action, so they'll throw some fists at it. Attack. Hey. There's one.
I don't
Nice.
think that one's gonna live very long. Give me damage.
Oh.
Max damage.
He's dead.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Okay.
I can do math, and that means he's dead.
He's super dead, and because you're not in melee range, you suffer none of the adverse effects.
Nice.
Very nice.
It dissipates in a puff of smoke.
Yeah, I've got 40 feet, so let's see. I'm not sure I can reach the other one.
Even with monk speed?
Yeah, 40 feet. Does not get me enough. So I'm just gonna go here, and if it wants to pass through, it'll have to go through me. That's it.
Fire Snake will rush you. Try to bite.
That'll hit.
God.
Remember, you had 5 temporary hit points from being heroic.
That is true.
And in case I don't think that's relevant, but it's 3 piercing, 5 fire damage. And then it's gonna do it again because it has multi-attack. I don't think that's gonna hit.
Sure hope not.
That's gonna put an end to that track. Okay.
Yeah.
you're-
Oh. Nothing doesn't seem so bad. I will break stealth, and I will insult it and say, "You're just a puny little thing. What damage could you do?" Make wisdom.
a wisdom save. Negative.
Well, 4 damage, but he does have disadvantage on his next attack. And then, yeah, I'm just going to stand back here.
Indeed. There's not a whole lot I can do to keep my stealth, so I'm just gonna make my way up towards this guy. You know what? I got enough movement speed for it. Fuck it. I come up behind, or do a little flanking action as I bust out the katana. 18?
18 hits.
Nice. Toss that on. Pretty low roll, 18 damage.
Well, 18 is enough to kill him, but it is resistant to slashing damage. It takes only half. That being said, you did attack it,
I certainly did.
so you take 6 fire.
Ah, motherfucker.
Akuma, you should remember these.
Yeah, I don't think they had the heated body when I killed them.
Oh, they did.
Oh.
These do.
Oh. Okay, then, yeah, ouch. Definitely ouch. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Disengage. Take a step back. Reach for a kunai, then realize, fuck, I didn't ask the resistance for any. That's his turn.
I guess I'll go help.
Be brave, Sick. You can do it.
I'll take a swing at him. My brand new bent pry bar.
How many hits?
Where do you have advantage from?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Never you fucking mind.
Not quite dead, but you also attacked it.
I did.
You'll suffer 5 fire damage.
That's my temp HP. Ah! Hot! I'm gonna swing again.
Big
20
damage.
with weakening.
I got a max roll crit.
Yeah,
Bria.
it's dead. It's dead, but I want to be a dick.
Oh, max roll.
And right as you suffer the burn, it poops out of existence.
Well, joke's on you. Now I have 69 health.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
I don't remember what track was playing before that. I'll just play the city theme. I will invite. I guess Jacob and Edgar to give me int check.
Int checks.
Int check.
Oh boy.
If
Just
you're
str-
proficient with investigate. Ooh.
Oh, great heavens!
With investigation, I'll let you add your modifier.
What if I am half proficient with investigation?
I'll let
What
you
if
add
I
half
am
of
a
your
bard?
modifier. I don't know how one is half proficient with something, but
By being
Be-
a bard.
By being
Yeah,
a bard.
yeah, I
basically.
guess that's true. Bard BS.
So
That's,
just roll investigation.
Roll
Okay.
investigation. Oh, you think nothing of it.
Cool.
I have fought these creatures before. Strange I would find them here of all places.
Come on. We should get out of here.
A job to do. Let's continue. There is a door here that I see.
Yes.
All right.
Door
Workshop.
here leads into a small workshop. What you see in front of you is a bizarre mix of a silversmith and a glassmith. You would see on the table on the left is small ingots of silver, small crucibles to allow for smelting of such silvers. And on both tables, you would see stacks of notes. Visibly, whoever was working here was teaching themselves the intricate craft of blowing glass and designing fancy inlays of silver to apply in and on it. Judging by the workspace, you can tell that the craftsman definitely had more of an affinity with the silverware, because the pile of broken glass in one of the corners is absolutely appalling. But there's notes on both tables if you want to peruse them.
I'm going to take them. I'm just going to scoop up all the notes, hand them to Yaskobi.
Oh, thank you.
I would like to get a look at those later. Always helps to learn someone else's handwriting.
Oh, yes, you'll have to get in line, though. First come, first serve. And I shove him into my cloak.
Yeah, exactly.
Esco, do you sense any additional magics in here?
I will ponder a moment. God?
No.
No, nope, nothing new.
I take the silver ingots.
Fair enough.
You can add
Hey.
3 silver ingots to your inventory,
If
each with 5 silver pieces.
if we're supposed to look like robbers, we have to actually take something.
Fair point. But we shouldn't tarry. Come. This, like a rope wall,
No,
or...?
this is open archways leading to what appears to be not quite a study, something more like just a parlor, somewhere people would gather to discuss around the central table.
A lounge.
You would see, yeah, a lounge is a good term for it. There's bookshelves strewn all around the walls, and you would see an ever-burning fireplace where the longer you look at it, the more curious the pile of ash. You can see the ash falling to the bottom, but the pile never seems to grow. And every little bit of the ash that falls off of the wooden logs doesn't seem to slim down those wooden logs.
Is this a big grandfather clock?
Yes.
Is it of nice make?
Very.
Is it still running?
No. Or if it is, it hasn't been wound properly in quite some time, and so it's running a little slow. The weights aren't moving as much as they should be.
Certainly abandoned this place.
Quickly, I'll scan through any books that might just be out and about. Like, I do see a few on the table.
Yes, so on the table behind you would be what is to you just magical gibberish. Treatise on the properties of this or that plant. In the 2 tables, on the table here, the one that is closed here is an essay on philosophy, trying to determine, is there such a thing as objective evil? And asking the question, are morally good actions always evidently good actions? The book in the center, on the applications of enchantment and how it can be used to cure potentially life-altering circumstance like post-traumatic stress. And on the left, is an essay on abjuration and how to turn what is initially intended to be outward defense inwards and maybe protect something from what lurks within.
What now?
Think about an early prototype for Wall of Force.
Yeah, Scobie, I think this one, well, potentially both of these would be interesting to you.
Very well. I'll scoop him up.
Oh no, not that one. And he'll say it the philosophy one. It's like, as much as I enjoy talking, there's one thing I truly despise. It's questions of morality. That one's better off as firewood.
Agree to disagree, and I'll take.
Living room.
What's
over
in
here.
this room?
Yeah. It's like a bar
Because I've just kind of
Yeah.
been wandering.
or a kitchen.
So Zik wandered over right to the kitchen.
Makes
Yeah.
Behind you a stove.
there's still like the faint smell of food once being made, so that's where he.
Cupboards are laid around what is a quite expensive looking stove. And the center counter seems to be a prime place where personal cooks of the wizard would plate meals before bringing them to them.
He's sniffing around these cupboards like a dog. Any sign of food around here?
You can find dried spice, which would definitely draw your nose. As in terms of food, everything you find at this point would be rotten.
How rotten.
For most other people, terribly. For you, manageable, I suppose. Most of the vegetables are way far gone, but the meat can probably be salvaged to an extent that most human beings would not want to eat, but you maybe.
Yeah, I think he probably grabs just like a little bit of very drippy, goopy meat
Lots of
Just-
flies.
and just shoves it in his snout, and then he keeps looking around.
What about you, O'Shea? Have you found anything?
O'Shea, where did O'Shea go to put his nose?
Is there anything in this weird space here?
The weird space here is a pantry.
Oh,
The staircase leading down towards a wine cellar.
I see.
Are there any handwritten notes other than the ones in the like workshop that we've seen so far?
Well, since Yaskobi has 2 of the 3 books, I would invite you to open the one essay on philosophy if you're.
Oh no,
looking
he took that one too.
You took that one
Mhm.
too.
Yeah, he's got them
I
all.
took everything.
All the books.
I suppose we could check you ain't just passed out drinking wine down here.
Gotta investigate
guess.
these doors. Go for it.
Go quickly.
What do I find?
The wine cellar is still furnished with quite a few quality bottles.
Bring me back a nice selection.
These seem to have been kept the proper way. So, unlike most of everything else in the house, they're in the exact condition you would expect to find them.
If they have a Wizard
Okay.
of Wines Beaujolais, please take all that you can.
Alright, Zix. Zix, you've entered servants' quarters. Very visibly, the beds are small. Stiffly padded mattresses. Small closets, all empty of whatever they should have been, of whatever clothes and personal belongings they should have been containing. One thing that would strike your eye is that the beds aren't made. Whoever was living here got up, left, and never came back.
But they also packed, right? You said their cupboards
Yes,
are empty.
they took their things and left without bothering to clean behind them.
Okay. Ah!
What? You find something, beast?
All gone.
Jacob, I'll stop you there.
It appears this Larlark has left. This is not a fruitless endeavor.
I find laundry room.
Yes.
Yeah, Zik already found that. He licked
Why
up
do you
some
need
of
a
the dirty
laundry
old
room when
laundry
you know
water and then
prestidigitation?
left.
That's it.
Are you going to prestidigitate all day to clean your servants' clothes? Excuse me. What kind of...
I'm a high
rich-
wizard and my servants don't know prestidigitation. They're not getting a job.
He's right, you know.
Yeah, what kind of clothes are left behind?
Visibly, you would expect a wizard to wear tinier shirts. They definitely look like clothing more fit, muscular men. They are ragged, they have seen a lot of use, and you would surmise that some of those are actually under layers usually worn under armor.
Well, his soldiers bunk here. They left their dirty laundry. What's this room? Bathroom?
Yes. I just couldn't be bothered to put a toilet.
Smells?
Couldn't
Probably.
be bothered to put a
great.
hole?
This is advanced wizard society, okay? They have bag of holdings in buckets, basically. They just shit into that.
Now, yes, Kobe, looking south from where you
Prestidigitate.
are,
Exactly.
is probably one of the first very interesting pieces of this whole house. This small corridor here was originally arranged as a small art gallery. You would see on the walls there's some paintings, some portraits of people that might have lived in this house at some point. But you would notice right away is two things. First of all, the floor here is absolutely covered in runes. The second thing you would notice is that the eyes of all of those portraits have been clawed out and scratched off.
Oh. Am I detecting magical things?
No. If anything, you would feel like... You can give me an Arcana check if you want to investigate the runes further.
Okay.
Most
Anyway.
of the arcane that protects this house stemmed from the first use of those runes. Those runes themselves are not charged with power. They're more like part of the mechanism that supports the magic inside the house. Most notably, the abjuration and the illusion that shrouds the windows and locks the door in the front. But you also feel, because you rolled really well on this one, that this also protects whoever is in the house from scrying.
See. Well, seems the magic that was present in this house originated from here. At least things here were used to cast it. Quite the protective man, this one.
Well, for everything you've said about him, it sounds appropriate. To be a
Indeed
little
it does.
bit paranoid. All the nobles, well, all the truly powerful nobles have a bit of paranoia.
That's certainly true, yes.
Ah, O'Shea, what did you find for me? Anything good?
I wouldn't have disturbed any of the particularly well set up things. Were there any like obviously cheaper ones, or as cheap
There's
as you'd find in a
definitely-
place like this?
There was definitely a rack that seemed to keep more ancient bottles, like even from without considering the layer of dust on them, just the wax coat on it, the wax coat on the tip of it, the make and look of the glass itself. You could tell that some of the bottles were older, but there was a rack closer to the staircase where the bottles looked younger and just more readily available, I suppose.
Yeah, grab one of those. Oh, this one looks fresh and new. Probably real good.
You know nothing of wine if you grabbed fresh and new. Go downstairs. I'm going to assume that I see the... Sorry, my house is shaking. I assume it's a snowplow going by.
Earthquake.
See the rack of the older wines. I think I'll spend a minute or two just sort of going through the labels, see if there's any that I recognize.
Roll history.
History. Wait, why the fuck? Where'd my bar go? And that was weird. I know my stuff when it comes to wine.
You would see a bottle or two of stuff that even when the city existed in the outside world were rare and quite insanely expensive.
Oh yeah,
And now
grab
that the city's been cloistered, products like this are only more expensive.
Yep, grabbing those.
Okay, so you can add 2 very expensive wines to your inventory.
And then I'll even just grab like a couple extra bottles for personal consumption.
Okay, those will just play it by ear, but you have wine on yourself now.
Wine.
Akuma, you enter the grand dining hall. Something that would be pretty noticeable pretty quickly. The armor set in the corner is blindfolded.
Blindfolded. Interesting. Scobie, you're one of the arcane. Tell me, would anyone do that? I'll point.
I'll take a look at it. Is this a practice I would have been familiar with?
Give me an investigation check.
Sure. Nope. I mean 10, but actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll use my inspiration.
Yeah, why not?
There we go.
Yeah,
Much better.
Is this a practice you're familiar with? No. But whoever was living here was visibly getting more and more anxious about outside eyes looking in. Because first is the tinted windows. Then you saw the canvases with their eyes scratched off. And now even armor sets have their eyes covered. Whoever was living here was paranoid.
Yes, well, seems our markers worried that any eyes, real or otherwise, were looking at him. Seems he covered these ones up to prevent anyone from peeking through.
Paranoid, don't you think? Although, looking at us, clearly not too paranoid, it would seem.
If he's up to whatever he's up to that gets the attention of those that put us on his path, it stands to reason he would be paranoid. And, well, to be completely honest, I haven't met many a wizards who aren't.
Just
Knowledge has an effect on you.
told. It's strange to me. One so paranoid, and yet the only defenses he seems to have are but a pair of snakes.
It's
I will
curious.
let you redo the investigation checks I had you do earlier.
Zick comes back to the kitchen with where the rest of the group is and says, "Found stairs up."
Well done, Zick. Come.
You want to roll that investigation, Jake? Before we head
Yeah.
up. Got this guy. 19.
What if those snakes weren't meant to be a threat?
This case study.
They were just there to buy some time.
You'll notice, yes, Scobie kind of shiver briefly and say, "We should hurry. The real threat is probably yet to reveal itself. We are not quick, we will meet it, and it may not be in our best interest to do so."
All right. There's nothing else this way. We'll head upstairs.
Is this open?
Yes, this is in an archway. Just
Okay. Then I'll head that way, under the table.
Behind.
All right.
Okay, you guys head up the stairs.
Oh, yeah.
Ascend.
You guys ascend up the stairs
I cannot see.
There are no
to a
tokens.
place I forgot to put your token.
Everyone panic!
Parties, resistance, bing,
Infinite blindless.
bang, boom.
Oh,
bing.
this is much more what I was looking for.
This room is a mess. There's notes, handwritten notes just about everywhere. There's writing on the walls. There's books open, pages torn. Paper is everywhere.
Well. Certainly seems like our friend left in a hurry. See what you can find.
Yes, we should probably do the same. Quickly.
Immediately go grab as many scraps of his writing as I can get.
Since you're picking scraps closer to the door, you'll find that the paper and the ink on those pages is a little older. He's still at this stage of his downfall into paranoia. He was still organizing and meticulously planning his notes. This is where you would find, amongst other things, a list of bizarre ingredients, most of which being herbal in nature, although there is one that you are not sure what it is. It's referred to as soul ichor.
While everyone else is kind of checking out what's visible, I'm gonna quickly cast See Invisibility
Ooh.
and see if there's anything invisible in here.
Very nice. Very nice.
My man.
In one of the corners. Actually, give me a perception check.
Sure.
Because just because you can see it doesn't mean you'll notice it.
Nice.
17.
Atta
Pretty good.
boy.
In one of the corners, although the house seemed perfectly built to prevent that, is an invisible eye looking at you from within.
We need to be very quick. We are not alone in here.
Are there enemies afoot?
No, more like spies. You won't be able to see it. But there's a magical eye in that corner there.
Which one?
And I'll point out.
Just,
Yeah, sorry, I didn't see where. What corner was it?
Upper left corner.
Over here. There's an eye watching us. Seems our target wasn't perfect in preventing those from spying on him. Either that, or it's of his own making. And we are now known to him. Either way, we need to be quick and gone.
Man, I'll check out this table. Got a
This
big orb, maybe.
This table in the far back looks like it was used to mock up something. You can tell in the center is an iron fixture that looks designed to hold a glass bottle or an alchemical apparatus. The apparatus and the glass that would have gone there is missing. The only thing left behind is the small candle that is used as a burner to heat up mixtures. You would also find on that table another small stack of notes. This one a lot more disorganized than the one at the entrance. That just says, "Death is the key, death is the key."
While they're checking that stuff out, actually, like, would it be pretty clear to me, like, obviously this eye is magical in nature. I don't like it looking at us, so while they're scurrying about, I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on it.
Yeah,
Attaboy.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a sniff check of the room and see if anything smells, interesting.
Fish.
See if anything, like, stands out.
give me perception.
Yeah. Hey. That's a nat 20.
That's a nat 20. Okay.
Hell yeah.
On the table where Ash seems to be perusing, there are many now empty little ceramic pots and small glass vials that you can guess contained different herbs. Judging by the smell, it wasn't anything particularly floral. You would even guess that some of these plants would have had to grow in a swamp, because you can smell still the acrid smell of swamp mud.
Okay. With that nat 20, and given my background working in a lab and my proficiency with alchemist supplies, do I get anything else out of that?
You would get that. You would catch the smell of a plant that is excessively rare. Something that you might have run into once or twice, and that the simple event of you even looking at it would have angered your patron, your benefactor, your owner, however you want to put it.
Yeah. Okay. And I can tell which jar that was, right?
What's that?
I can tell, like, which ceramic jar
Yes.
it came
In
from.
this case, it was a very tiny vial that, like, in our world here today, would probably hold no more than maybe a leaf or two of mint would fit in there. Maybe a handful of, like, rosemary spines or whatever you want to call them. Like, not much would fit in there, leading you to believe that whatever was kept in there is very potent and required in only very small quantities.
Is it labeled?
It's not. But your nose would tell you, from having smelled many different things before, that whatever was in there is usually regarded as poisonous. It carries the bitter smell of something that would be poisonous.
Okay. Well, I'll actually grab it and bit stowed away so that I can have it as a reference if I need it again.
You can add to your inventory vial of rare herb, empty.
I will.
Has anyone found anything on his potential whereabouts? And I'm just kind of like tossing notes and shit, like taking a few words through it, throwing it. Anything at all. We have to get something from all this endeavor.
This note here says death is the key, so you know that might give a clue.
Death, it's... What are you talking about? No, come and I'll look at the note.
Death is the key. Death is the key. Maybe he's dead.
Must be the ramblings of a madman. Fie on this place.
Certainly one way to end the ramblings. Is there a picture on the ground?
There is.
What's this doing?
It's a picture of a woman. She seems to be just candidly posing, as most nobles do during portraits. Though, in her case, her eyes have been covered with blood.
Like a smear across her eyes?
Like a smear across her eyes. Like he desperately tried to blind her with the first thing he could think of. For all you know, he used his own blood.
I'm sorry, you said I know he used it?
For all you know. You're
Oh,
not
okay.
sure, but you can guess. You can surmise that it's probably his.
I hold it up. I'm getting a... This scene is painting a sad picture over here. This side of the room.
What's this?
You can see a spot on the wall where it was probably hanging before.
Yeah, I'll lean it up against the... like on the floor. I mean, he took it down for a reason. I don't want to be polite and hang it right back up, but... just move it off the floor.
What? Picture of a woman?
Yeah, but it looks extra personal. Maybe a falling out.
Now, Scobie, you recognize this woman?
Come take a look. Do I?
You do.
Oh. Hmm.
She happens to be the dean of the School of Enchantment.
Oh yes, yes, that's the dean of
Minerva.
the School of Enchantment. I believe her name was Minerva.
Minerva.
Yes,
Seems the two of
if
them might
memory
have
serves.
some kind of relationship.
So it would seem. Would I know that, as far as I would know, would she still be the dean? And
As far as you're aware, she's alive and well.
Oh.
And yes, she would still be the dean.
as far as I know, unless something changed in the last day or two, she still holds position of dean. We'd have no other hard leads here. She may be a worthy person to follow up with in some capacity.
Reed, perhaps our quarry went to her then. Though given the state of her portrait, perhaps there's bad blood between the two of them.
It is also possible she was the one watching us through that eye. Much to ponder.
Indeed. Yeah, there may be nothing else for us here. We have
Oh
something.
no, there's still plenty.
Is this like a
Who said
desk?
that?
It's the voices. They're back.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, well, I see Edgar wandered around into one of the corners. Edgar, you wander into one of the more secluded parts of the study. You can guess that that's where he spent most of his time just sleeping. There isn't much in the room aside from the bed. And the fact that the walls are also covered in writing.
Oh, we love that.
Here in the room, you can see different variations of the wizard is lying, the wizard is gonna kill us all, the wizard will be our undoing, and I will be his end.
Okay. Let's see, repeat that. Writing on walls. The wizard is lying. The wizard will kill us. I will be his end.
Yes.
Well, good to know that he seems to hate wizards as much as I do. But which particular wizard? Anything else around his bedroom might have a sense of what he was planning?
On one of his bedside tables, you will find empty vials. Like potion vials, kind of deal. Give me investigation just to see if you can find one that has a bit of leftover.
That's not wine.
No, it is not. In fact, just the smell alone would tell you that whatever was in there was not there to improve his health. You might suspect that he was slow dosing himself on poison. Why he was doing something like this? You can imagine that he was trying to build immunity to it. He's trying to build resistance to some common use poisons.
Can you just repeat what's on the walls? The wizard will kill us all. I will be his downfall.
The wizard is lying. The wizard will be our downfall. I will be his undoing. And you'd find multiple different variation of those ideas, not always in those exact words. Think things like he lied, he tricked us, he lied to us. Whoever was in there was going mad.
Okay, cool. Well, this man was certainly crazy. Seemed to be trying to kill himself with various poisons.
Yes, Obi, what have you been looking for?
Not really looking for anything, more just thinking, and the only thought that keeps coming across his mind is that he must be referring to Karsus.
Safe assumption. Are you
Starting
trying to come up with what he might have been up to?
Well, my best guess would be that he was trying to ensure that Karsus or those associated with him weren't gonna figure out whatever he had figured out or whatever it kind of tipped him over the edge here, because if I'm not mistaken, he was a known associate of Karsus, so starting to wonder if maybe he had a similar vision as I did, or something more intense to turn him away from what Karsus was doing, and was paranoid that people were going to find out that he had lost his mind in that way.
Okay. Dan, are you looking at anything in particular?
Books aren't so much his thing. He's grabbed whatever notes he could grab, but otherwise just kind of looking around at the walls for something or other, inspiration of some kind.
Give me a perception check.
For 25.
Hidden in a small nook in one of the libraries, you find that a facade of fake books was covering a small box, big enough to hold a few manuscripts.
Well. He walks up the wall. Over here. Pulls out the box. Come down. Pop it open, put it on the table. Scobie, I need your eyes.
Yes, what do you have?
Tell me. I'll open the box.
I'll take a look. What am I looking
In the
at?
box, you will find many pieces of paper. 1, 2, 3. Let me just get an exact count here real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like there should be more. 6, 7. 7 of them are very elaborate schematics for an alchemic setup. Various tubes and pots and bottles, but they all have one thing in common that you find bizarre. And that is that at one of the ends of it is what you would expect to see, which is something that drips into a bottle of sort. But at the other end is a funnel, seemingly covered in magical runes.
Do I have any idea of what this alchemical process would be used to create or accomplish or anything like
Give me a
that?
Arcana check.
How's a 29?
Very nice.
Heyo, my man.
The realization of that, what those might be for, sends chills down your spine. This is used to distill souls.
See.
What?
And
What
this
do you
is.
see?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm pretty certain I'm not, these papers lay out the means to at least enact part of the process to, for lack of a better term, distill one's soul.
Because you rolled so well, I will also let you know that, and the rest of the papers will corroborate this. This substance that you would get from doing so is used to create a new-ish kind of being to this world, known as a lit.
Oh my. Well? What is it then? Something we can use?
I'm not sure. I believe it would require a great deal of magical know-how to operate such a thing, and I don't even know if it's a path worth treading. If I'm not mistaken, such things, well, they're pursued by those that wish to unnaturally prolong their existence, and clearly at the expense of others. Certainly not outside the realm of possibility for a great many wizards I know, Ossus included.
The last
So-
piece of paper in the box is most damning of them all. Inside, again, the writing is getting rambly and a little erratic. But you find mention of the process in itself is simple, but through sin, it can be made worse. It can be made stronger. And once those new beings are born, taking them in for myself will make me even stronger.
Yes, there's no doubt about it. Whoever this belonged to certainly had nefarious goals in mind. Just question whether it was our friend Larlock here, or if this was something related to when he was working with Carsus, or if this came after he seemingly lost his mind. Perhaps the Dean would know more. But it's also difficult to say if she can be trusted with such information, or even such questions.
This academy head, this dean, is she powerful?
Certainly.
If push came to shove, you believe we can force her to talk?
It's difficult to say.
Give me an insight check. You will attempt to get her to talk, and next thing you know, you'll be the one talking.
I'd say more likely than not, she would, if anything, turn the tables on us if we attempted such a abrasive action against her. You do not become Dean by being simply a bookworm. I do not think we can brute force information out of her.
And perhaps blackmail. I'm sure there's something in here which can damn her. Perhaps her relationship with a mad wizard. One seeking to perform dark, seemingly forbidden magics.
Well, you'd have to have some pretty damning evidence, otherwise she'll just laugh it off.
Well, maybe we could just persuade her. Judging by the portrait, they might have had some sort of relationship. She might want to know if he's okay. We're just checking up on him. An old friend.
I doubt it will be that simple. She'll naturally be suspicious, as she no doubt will know that he is missing as well.
She trusts you, Scobie.
Not just off the cuff, no.
Seems we might need more information then. Perhaps the Resistance has some knowledge on her. Something we can use.
Certainly a worthy avenue to pursue. Perhaps they can shed some light on some of the other things we found here.
And if we think this is it, we should be on our way. As you yourself said, we need not waste time.
Yes, our presence here is probably already known by someone or something.
That you are right, it is. And manifesting in front of the door.
Oh?
What? I can't see.
Hold
There
on,
it is.
I'll share
Which
that.
door?
show players.
Hey.
My players should be able to see this wicked old man.
Yep.
Mhm.
He's an old wizard. It seems you've perused my home long enough. I would kindly ask you to leave, but I fear you guys know too much already. And as he disappears, you guys can hear downstairs the front door slam open. And you can hear a commanding voice calling to some of his men. All right, boys, round them up. They're up there. And this is where we will end for today.
Oh boy.
Before I forget,
This way, please.
I was also going to make a point to check under the desks and tables because I know things can easily get lost down there, and I can walk around under them pretty easily.
Sure. Roll a d7.
A D7, okay.
Yeah.
Your favorite.
Roll a d7.
Slash
They
R
technically
1,
exist,
7.
but not very common.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's weird.
It is, eh? What the fuck?
I got a 1.
You got a 1. Let me check my notes real quick that I obviously closed too soon. A 1. Ooh, that one's juicy. This is a note that stems probably from the point in his research where Larlock was looking into the different sins of magic. And this one pertains to abjuration. And the note says something along the lines of, keeping a soul bound to a body even long after a body is dead is easy. But getting the soul to rot along with the body is what's hard.
I'll come out from under the table with the note, and I'll just hand it to I guess the guy who's been gathering all the papers.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, 2 people have, but I'll give it to you, Scobie.
Oh, what's this? Oh. All right, I'll put it with the others, but we probably should deal with what's downstairs before we do any more reading, as much as I love to read.
And then we burnt the house down.
Did Pitbull say? Fireball.
Yes. All right.